I mean, I think, the potential's there for $500,000 a year.
Wow. I was at 250 and I thought that was big.
The potential.
That's 25 bill in revenue, which is equivalent to all the Tesla revenue. Tesla's at 25 bill run rate right now, and we're talking about it not even selling as well as the Ford F-Series.
I mean, that would put it like the third or fourth best-selling truck.
Yeah, so one...
Tesla
every category
they play in, they're not number 5, they're number 1. So, like, especially in the United States. Like, what... We're just going to say that they're going to be number 5 just because of the looks of it? Like, I don't know. I think people, when they see this thing, they're going to appreciate the looks. And especially when you see it coming at you on the road, like, that headlight is so unique. It's so identifiable. And it's very head-turning, very attention-grabbing.
And it's all about value prop alternatives.
Yeah.
So you've got to look at segment. Total cost of ownership. Yep. The base Cybertruck is equal to the base F-150. Have you guys seen a side-by-side shot of the interior of the Cybertruck versus a base Ford 150?
No, but we should tweet that out.
We were in the trucks today.
Oh, man. The Ford F-150 looks so cheap in comparison.
Yeah.
It literally...
Yeah, I mean, we were sitting in a 60,000, 50,000 GMC today.
The GMC
and
dude, the touch screen like this big.
Dials
you
everywhere.
Barely see it.
Knobs everywhere.
And imagine what happens. Let's say they do hit $500,000. Not only is that a huge business for Tesla, especially when the ASPs are so high, especially because the profit center is so big in the pickup truck market, but that might put Ford out of business. Do you know that Ford, with their United States F-150 pickup program, it makes 110% of their profits?
So they lose money if they didn't have that program.
Outside of that program, Ford loses money, and they're hemorrhaging money worldwide. But in the United States, that F-150 program is gigantic. So, I mean, if Tesla starts taking away some of their sales, that could very well be game over for Ford.
And as much as people want to say that, some of my people text me and are like, "Oh, the Ford and GM execs are sleeping great tonight because the design was so radical."
They're sleeping on, they're sleeping on the potential of this.
They're sleeping on it, but let's talk about the specs, the battery range for those prices, the towing capacity. Ford is about to go electric, and they're going to have to try and play this electric game with Tesla. So it's not even really competing against the current Ford. Ford's going to launch this whole electric version. And the specs are just going to be a joke compared to this.
Yeah.
And I don't think Ford is willing to make a vehicle that looks like this. So it's just going to be even more difficult for them. The Mustang Mach-E, they can make a vehicle that looks like a Model Y because it's a relatively attractive vehicle. Not to say the Cybertruck's not, but it's such a departure from what a traditional pickup looks like that there's no way Ford's going to be confident enough to roll a thing like that out on stage. Like, could you imagine if Ford had tried to do this?
Yeah.
Only Tesla can pull that off.
Yeah.
I still think that Ford is probably happy because just like we talked about, Tesla's going to bring in non-pickup truck buyers and kind of turn off a lot of normal pickup truck buyers. Ford is probably going to just go after that core pickup truck market that already has a Ford and is thinking of upgrading, and now all of a sudden their electric pickup truck is available and maybe it blows their ICE vehicle out of the water, so they just get that customer. So I understand that they're sleeping on it, but at the same time I think Ford is kind of happy because they just get to target the normal pickup truck buyer.
The problem with that for Ford though is then they're cannibalizing just their own customers and
with a lower margin product.
Exactly.
Or negative.
Right. Like, who knows?
Probably not because it's such a profitable segment,
and that's the problem is it's so profitable now. They've got to continue to have that same profitability with an electric vehicle unless they're expanding their market. Yeah.